What if the truck you're about to see could tow 20,000 pounds, haul your family in leather-lined comfort, and still look this good sitting in your driveway on a Sunday morning? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the 2027 Ram 2500 might be the last heavy-duty truck you ever need to buy. Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Insight, the channel where we break down the trucks and cars that actually matter to real drivers. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button, because we've got a lot to unpack today. Now, why does this truck matter? Because the heavy-duty pickup segment is one of the most competitive battlegrounds in the entire auto industry. Ford, Chevy, and Ram are constantly one-upping each other, and the person shopping in this space isn't just looking for a daily driver, they're looking for a work partner. Someone who tows horse trailers on weekends, hauls construction equipment during the week, and still needs to feel comfortable enough to drive the kids to school. The 2027 Ram 2500 is built for exactly that person, the one who refuses to compromise between capability and comfort. Let's start with the way this truck makes you feel before you even open the door. Walk up to it in that bright white paint, and the first thing that grabs you is the face. That massive chrome crosshair grille isn't subtle, it's a statement. It says Ram in letters big enough to read from a block away, and paired with LED headlights that cut sharp, aggressive lines into the front fascia, this truck looks like it means business. Up top, you'll notice those amber cab lights running across the roof. A small detail, but one that instantly tells everyone on the road this is a truck built to work, not just to look pretty in a parking lot. Walk around to the back, and the tailgate carries that same bold Ram lettering, flanked by taillights that glow with a thin red line, giving the rear end a surprisingly modern signature. It's a truck that manages to look both massive and refined at the same time, which isn't an easy balance to strike. But here's the thing, the exterior is really just the introduction. The real story happens when you climb up into that cabin. And trust me, once you sit down in this interior, you'll understand why loyal Ram owners rarely switch brands. Slide into the Laramie trim we're looking at today, and you're greeted with rich saddle brown leather stitched across the seats, the door panels, and even wrapped around the steering wheel. This isn't the stripped down, plastic heavy work truck interior people picture when they think heavy duty. This feels like a luxury SUV that happens to have a bed on the back. Dead center on the dash sits that massive vertical touchscreen. Depending on trim, Ram offers this in 8.4-inch, 12-inch, or the range-topping 14.5-inch size, running the Uconnect 5 system. And what's brilliant about it isn't just the size, it's how intuitive it is. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, so you're not fumbling with cables every time you get in. There's a fully digital instrument cluster in front of the driver too, which means you can customize exactly what information you see, whether that's your tow haul data, your off-road angles, or just a clean, simple speedometer. Add in heated and ventilated front seats, a heated steering wheel and dual-zone climate control, and suddenly those long work days or long road trips don't feel like an endurance test anymore. Now let's talk about what really matters in this segment. What's happening under the hood, because that's where trucks like this either earn their reputation or lose it completely. The 2027 Ram 2500 gives you two serious engine choices. The standard is a 6.4-litre Hemi V8, producing around 405 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. A strong, dependable gas engine that'll satisfy most buyers who aren't towing at the extreme end of the spectrum. But the engine everyone really talks about is the 6.7-litre Cummins turbo diesel inline-six. This is the engine with the reputation the one mechanics and truck enthusiasts have trusted for decades. And for 2027, it's rated at approximately 430 horsepower and a jaw-dropping 1075 pound-feet of torque. Numbers like that aren't just for bragging rights. They're the difference between struggling up a mountain pass with a loaded trailer and barely noticing it's back there. Properly equipped, this truck can tow up to roughly 2,000 pounds, which means whatever you're pulling, a horse trailer, a construction rig, a boat the size of a small yacht, this truck isn't going to blink. Behind the wheel, the 8-speed automatic transmission shifts with a confidence that matches the power underneath you. Off-road, especially if you step into the Wagon trim, you're getting front and rear electronic locking differentials, a disconnecting front sway bar, Bilstein shocks, and hill descent control. Features that transform this from a highway hauler into something that can genuinely climb terrain most trucks wouldn't dare attempt. Fuel economy, admittedly, isn't the headline here. Heavy-duty diesel trucks aren't designed to sip fuel, they're designed to work. But the trade-off is a truck that simply doesn't quit when the job gets hard. Of course, all that power means nothing if you don't feel safe behind the wheel. And this is where Ram has quietly stepped up its game. Standard safety tech includes forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring that's smart enough to account for the length of your trailer. A genuinely useful feature when you're towing something 40 feet long and can't see what's happening behind it. Add in rear cross-traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors, and available features like a 360-degree camera system and a rear camera mirror, and you start to realize this truck is just as thoughtful about protecting you as it is about hauling for you. Now, how does this stack up against the competition? The obvious rivals here are the Ford Super Duty and the Chevrolet Silverado HD. Ford still holds a slight edge in maximum horsepower and torque figures with its diesel, and Chevy offers a smoother ride in some trims, but where the Ram consistently wins, and this is something owners bring up again and again, is interior refinement. Step from a Super Duty into this Ram Laramie cabin, and the difference is immediate. It simply feels like a nicer place to spend your day, without sacrificing an ounce of capability where it counts. Let's talk money, because at this level it's a serious investment. Pricing for the 2027 Ram 2500 lineup starts in the mid-$5,000 range for base trims, while a well-equipped Laramie like the one we're looking at climbs well into the $7,000s, and specialty trims like the diesel Power Wagon can push past $88,000. Ownership costs are where you need to think long-term. Diesel maintenance isn't cheap, and fuel costs more per gallon than gasoline. But here's the silver lining. Heavy-duty Rams, especially diesel models, hold their resale value remarkably well, because the demand for capable used work trucks rarely slows down. If you're buying this truck to actually use it, towing, hauling, working, that resale strength matters more than people realize. So let's break it down honestly. On the pros side, you're getting best-in-class interior comfort, serious towing muscle, a legendary Cummins diesel option, and safety tech that actually makes towing safer. On the con side, fuel and maintenance costs on the diesel aren't for the faint of heart. The price climbs fast once you start adding options, and if outright horsepower numbers are your priority, Ford Super Duty edges it out on paper. So, who should actually buy this truck? If you need serious towing capability, but refuse to give up comfort and technology to get it, the 2027 Ram 2500 is very hard to beat. If you're a casual driver who just wants a big truck for image, you're overpaying for capability you'll never use. A half-ton truck would serve you better and save you thousands. But if you're a contractor, a rancher, someone who tows heavy trailers regularly, or simply someone who appreciates engineering done right, this truck earns every dollar of its price tag. The 2027 Ram 2500 isn't just a truck. It's proof that you don't have to choose between muscle and refinement anymore. It hauls like a beast and rides like a luxury vehicle. And that combination is exactly why Ram continues to dominate this segment. If you found this review helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to Auto Insight for more in-depth vehicle breakdowns, and drop a comment below telling us, would you go diesel or gas on this truck? We read every single comment, so let us know. See you in the next one.